this video, I'm going to show you what I do to set up my A5 planners and some of the things I use. I like to print my own A5 planner inserts at home. I do love the quality that a lot of these small businesses do offer, such as like Infinite Lotus and Rosie Puppeteer. I hope I'm saying that right. And also Cloth and Paper. A lot of businesses do offer printed services. So you buy your inserts from them and then they'll ship it to you with their printing and their paper quality. The quality is so good. There's been a shift in my career for 2026, so I am not going to purchase A5 inserts. Instead, I am simply going to print them out at home. You can purchase Handyforms. This is their A5 paper and I love them. They're really, really good. I highly recommend going to their website and actually purchasing the larger pack. I believe they have about 200 sheet pack, which is a bigger bang for your buck. Amazon, you can find like a 150 pack or like a 200 pack for about $9. It's not bad for you to start. Just be aware that not all paper is created equal. Quality will make a difference. Notice that this paper is different from these. These two are from Amazon, and then this stack and this stack over here in the corner are from Handyforms. And you're also going to need inserts, so I'm going to show you the inserts that I purchased from Infinite Lotus past Black Friday. That she had a sale, and I always purchase my inserts during Black Friday, so there's a tip if you want to save some money. Definitely shop Black Friday sales. I highly recommend you sign up for their email newsletters so you can know when they have any sales or any promo codes available throughout the year. So whenever you purchase inserts from Infinite Lotus, they are named what they are, and then when you open your file, sometimes she'll have one of the size that you need, or she's gonna have 3 different options. So as you can see, this one is just 1 page, and this is what you're gonna need if you're printing on just 1 page like this. You have the option to print 2 of them on 1 paper. So this would fit on an 8.5 by 11 regular size paper, and then you would have to then cut. I don't like doing that because then it just takes more time. You have to make sure everything lines up correctly, cut, and then still hole punch your paper to fit into your A5 planner. And that's just not what I prefer to do, but the option is there. Some quick tips. You are printing. Right here, you have her logo where it says Infinite Lotus. A good rule of thumb is when you're printing, that logo needs to be on the side of where your holes are on your paper. For instance, this page has the logo on the right side. That means I must print it on this side of my paper. When I scroll down, the logo then switches to the left side. It means that page would have to be on the side with the holes on the left as well. Real quick, we have the yearly overview. Make sure the logo is on the same side with the holes. The second insert that I printed out so far are my doctor's visits. Currently pregnant, so I want to make sure I am able to track everything, take some notes, and not forget why I was there and what I paid. Logo on the same side as the hole punches, and this is just a repeat on the back. So I only printed out 2 of those because there's a total of 8 doctor's visits, which I think is good for me. Okay, so this is gonna be the 2026 monthly overview. This is the back of that overview, and then it goes into the following month. I'm going to go to File, Print. So over here on this side, you can see a preview of what you're about to print. I'm looking at the logo. I can see the logo, they alternate by page. But because my printer does not do double-sided printing, I'm going to manually do that on my own. And I'm going to show you what works for me. Make sure you have all your pages selected. The paper size is the next important part. So I created a custom size for my printer to recognize. How to do that? You go to Manage Custom Sizes. At least for my printer. I don't know what your printer is going to look like, but I'm hoping it looks similar. And then you're just going to click the plus button and you're going to create your own size. All right, so for A5, your dimensions are going to be 5.83 inches in width, 8.27 inches in height. I have found that for margins, I set them all to 0. That way it does not mess with the print of the design that you have purchased. Then you press OK. Paper size, you will now have that custom insert size. So I'm gonna go with my A5. I don't do scale because each design is so different and each file is so different from depending where you purchase your inserts from. So what has worked for me is scale to fit and print entire image. Go down to paper handling. In paper handling, this is what I have to do because my printer does not do double-sided printing. To make sure that I print everything in a timely manner, I'm going to select my odd only. I like to start off with odd because it starts off with sheet number 1 or page 1. Now my preview has changed. I can see that the logo, the planner stationery company's logo, is on the left side, and that's what I want. I want to print all the same sides because when all this is done, I'm going to take the paper out, I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to print all the even. So it works out that way. Like I said, trial and error. This is what works for me. I hope it works for you if your printer does not do double-sided printing. Another place I go to is printer option and then printer features. And I click this little eye on the side. This is kind of like advanced options. In this area, again, it is trial and error. So media type, you're gonna let the printer know what type of paper you're putting in. I put plain paper because it is. On automatic, you can let the printer know if you want to focus on quality, standard, or speed. I keep it at standard. And for print quality, you have a lot of options. Well, my printer is giving me a lot of options. Best quality is going to take forever for this printer to print everything. I just recently printed out these inserts I showed you with fine, and it was great. So I'm going to keep it there. You can go through and select other options that you want to change. I have not changed anything else other than resolution. You want to make sure that your DPI is set to the highest it possibly has to make sure that your print is going to be nice and crisp. If your DPI is low, your lines might be pixelated, your things will not be looking as good as it should. This is with a 720 DPI that my printer can handle. Each printer is going to be different. Yours might be higher, yours might be lower. I'm not sure. Again, always choose the highest DPI print. So here's a stack of our odd pages that we just printed out right now. And they're looking good. Like I said, it's trial and error. You really just gotta test it out with your printer, get to know your printer, know what it can handle and what it can't handle, and you will get good results. Or just buy another printer. But for me, I'm not buying any more printers. I've had this printer for probably like 4 years already, and I'm gonna do what she can do and call it a day. So anyways, these are all my pages. They're all with the logo on the left side with the holes on the left side as well. So these are all my odd pages. So now I need to flip it over. I'm going to File, Print, make sure my settings are good. Copies just 1, all pages, A5 insert, size, scale to fit, print entire image. Paper handling, I need to change. I'm going to change that to even only because those are the pages that I need to print. And everything else should stay the same because on here where it says presets up at the top, I make sure I put last used setting. But I still go over it just to be safe. Do yourself a favor and make sure you go through all your printer settings, make sure they are good to go. Because you just printed 12 pages. And wait till you start printing the weeks. That's a lot of freaking pages. You don't want to mess it up. So make sure all your settings are good. Check all your boxes. Okay, we're good to go. And then press the print button. And here she is printed on the other side as well. I hope this tip helps anyone out there for those whose printers do not print double-sided. I hope this really helps you because it really helps me. I just let it run, let it do its thing. That is pretty much it. And then I'm just going to repeat the process with my next insert. So again, I'll go to File, I'll go to Print, make sure this is 1 copy on all pages, scale to fit, paper size is A5. For handling, I'm going to switch this to odd only. So it should be printing all the ones with the logo on the far left side. Yep. This is the one I really like and I really recommend. There's nothing on this side because we still need to print our even pages. These are all our odd pages, and here's how they're looking. Looking really good in my opinion. Love this paper. Love the designs.